All right, we're super excited to have everybody in here for our first ever official evening coffee chat, Team Zoom, whatever you want to call it. We're just really excited you guys are here. We had a lot of people saying, man, I'd like to be more involved with the community. I want to be more connected, but the mornings are hard. So we're doing 2 in the morning. We're going to do the second and third are going to be our regular Tuesday morning times. And then we're going to be doing Thursday evening at this time on the 1st and the 3rd, right? So we're going to get a calendar in Legacy Alliance so you can keep it straight. We're going to send reminders, but this is a great way so the whole family and the whole team can connect. We're super excited. All right, so we're going to go ahead and again, if you're popping in here, please do mute yourself. Let me go ahead and just do a little bit of muting, and then I'm going to make Cassandra the co-host because she's going to be sharing some stuff. So we have an announcement to make. Okay. Glenn, I'm going to make you the co-host too. So can I do 2? Yeah. So that you can help me mute if we need to. Okay. All right, you guys, very excited to kickstart this. This is awesome. And excited to see all of you guys on here. So few things. First off, we're going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be giving a $20 Amazon gift card away at the end of this. So stay until the end. We're going to pick a number at random and we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick one of you. And that's going to be fun and it's incentive. We won't always do this on Coffee Chat, but I'm just like, you know what, let's kick it off with a little bit of fun. And speaking of incentives, we're going to have Cassandra sharing with you in a moment. We're going to be doing a fun incentive that's not going to be outcome based, but activity based. So wait for that. You guys are going to love that. And then we're going to share some social media tips. Before we go ahead and start into that, I just wanted to talk to you guys for just a quick second about something we were chatting about in one of our team chats today. And that was about timing with network marketing, and that when you come in, sometimes you got to learn more first before you actually grow into that big earner, right? And I feel like we do everybody a disservice because we highlight, happy Thursday to you too, Marcus. We highlight those success stories where it's like, oh my gosh, they came in and they blew up so quickly. But you guys, that's not the reality for everyone. And I just want to make sure that I drive that home. For me, it took me years of learning and training and pouring into and building my social media and building my network and seeing what worked and what didn't and falling flat on my face, right? And getting back up again. And so I just want this to be a reminder, you guys, do not compare yourself to someone who comes in and they just explode. Sometimes it takes time to build that. And we have to take that time while we're waiting for those breakthroughs to learn and to get on things like this, because this is my number one tip, you guys. If you're waiting for your breakthrough, if you want to do big things in the industry, what you need to do is you need to tie into your community. We are the fire. Okay. We are the fire. And you know what? If you stay close to us, that's going to be what propels you forward. I've never met someone who was successful who did not plug in. And guess what? All of you are here. You're all plugged in. You're all doing it. And who didn't do personal development, you guys. And it isn't an overnight success. I posted a video and it was one of the top leaders in the entire industry who said it took him 7 years to get to that place where he could fire his boss. My story is about the same. My timeline's about the same. So just, you guys, be patient with yourself and continue the growth, because ultimately at the end, you can do amazing things in this industry, but not if you quit. So definitely don't compare and stay strong with your journey, because there's incredible things ahead for you in the network marketing space. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop with that. I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Cassandra. Get excited. We're going to be doing an incentive. This is going to be fun. All of us are going to participate, right? It's going to be something we can all do. And I cannot wait. So Cassandra, she's actually the one who she did this for the whole team. So we owe her a big thank you. So Cass, if you want to go ahead and pop in.
Yeah, can you hear me okay? Okay, awesome. I'm going to share my screen here in a second. But first and foremost, I'm super excited for this incentive. If you guys have done incentives in the past, I personally love incentives that aren't necessarily result-based, but they're activity-based, because what we know is that if we do the things, the activity, we're going to get the result, right? Whether it's now, in weeks, in months, whatever that looks like. So I ran one of these, a couple of these incentives before, actually within the last couple months with like a smaller team of mine, and we had a blast. And what I found is it was kind of like an accountability for the week. So it's only going to be for the week. We're going to officially launch it tomorrow. Friday, and then so it's gonna go from the 22nd to the 28th. I'm gonna put all the details in the group. I'm gonna quickly kind of go over it here too. But that way you can tag your people and it will be on the flyer as well. But what is awesome is we're supposed to be doing this anyways in our business, but what I found was it was just kind of more fun to do it together. And for those of you that are like Red, that are like, I want to go for first place and second place, there's something for you. For those people that just want to do it with the team and have a good time with it, and maybe aren't, into the challenge, there's something for you too, because we're going to offer raffles as well. So as long as you do one of the things and your name is, in the drawing, you have a chance to win too. So, and just know like you're going to win anyways, because you're doing something for your business. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because we have some fun prizes. I don't know about you, but prizes do excite me. So hang on real quick here. Let me just share. All right. You can see the screen. Yes, Carly? Yep. Okay, cool. So this is going to go in the group. So this is our social media challenge. Like I said, it's going to launch officially tomorrow until the 28th. First prize. So we're going to give $50 swag shopping spree. So that could look like you could go on Bravenly swag. We have, Be Brave Society swag. There's a couple different websites and links, whatever that looks like. You're going to have $50 to do that. So I just threw up some t-shirts. It doesn't have to be those shirts. Or if you'd rather just take the cash, you can take the cash, and that's going to be first place. And how you can get first place is it's just whoever has the most points. Second place is going to be $25 swag shopping spree, or you can just take the $25 cash. And then what we're going to do is, so everyone has a chance to win. We're going to have some fun raffle prizes. I actually have one of those cups. I'm obsessed. I love those cups. So those are going to be the two glasses that we're going to raffle off. And like I said, the more entries that you get in, the bigger your chance to earn. So those are a little bit about the prizes. We're just going to do it for 1 week. And then let me go ahead and share just a little bit more about details. You can see the second one. Yes. If you guys want to nod, you can see. Yes. Okay. Just checking. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like. It's all activity based. So it's not going to be based on results. So we're going to reward you for either, sharing the product or sharing the opportunity. If you are just product focused, that's cool. If you're opportunity focused, that's awesome. Doesn't matter, or both. This is for both. So how do you earn points is probably what you're asking yourself. So I'll give you an example. Facebook and IG stories, we're just going to count them.
Yeah, Cassandra, it's still showing the prizes, so we need to get to the next screen.
Hang on. That's what I was asking. Okay. Wait, let me reshare. Sorry, guys. I'm like, there we go. Okay, now we're good. Good? Okay, sorry. All right, now you see it. Okay, so, and by the way, this is going to be in the group as well. So how to earn points daily. Facebook IG stories, we're just going to count that as one for 1 day. So if you're doing Facebook and IG stories for the day, you're going to get 10 points for that. So counts for the whole day. So if you do 5 stories or if you do 10 stories on product or business, it's going to count for those 10 points. If you throw in a product video where you're talking about the product or talking about the business, you're going to get an additional 5 points. And I want to share this with you guys. This is an honor system. We're not going to be going on your stories daily. We are not going to be looking to see if you did this or did that. It's all going to be based on honor system. So you're in charge of tracking it, and I'll tell you exactly how you're going to submit that as well. A reel. If you're doing a reel, it's 15 points. If it's product or business. So you can kind of track like how many points can you actually get in a day? Quite a few, right? Share your testimonial post with a photo of you. It could be a photo of you. Maybe your testimonial isn't a before and after, but at least taking a photo of you and then sharing your testimonial, again, whether it's product or business. And maybe if you have a before and after, and doing that as a post, whether it's on, Facebook or Instagram. Facebook Live, 20 points. New conversation, asking if someone's open to taking a look at the product or business. So we're essentially everything we're rewarding you for is what you should be doing. That's actually going to grow your business. So what a new conversation looks like is not just saying, hey, how are you? Great to connect. It's, hey, are you open to taking a look at the products or the opportunity? You're exposing them. And I don't actually even care if you get a yes or a no. It's just, I want you to be having new conversations. So if you have 2 new conversations in a day, that's 10 points. If you have 3, it's 15 points. You get it. Add someone new to the testimonial group, 5 points. So that's how you can earn all of the points there. Carly, anything you want me to add regarding that before I move on? No? Okay, perfect. How to submit your points. So this is important. So what we're going to do is I think a lot of us are in Legacy Alliance. You guys might have some other group chats going. So what I found running these before is accountability is key. So we're going to be accountable and we're going to be submitting in our group chats, like what we do for the day. So by the end of the day, or if I get all my DMOs, these done by the afternoon, I'm putting it in Legacy Alliance. It's not going to necessarily count. It's just for accountability. It's your job to go into Legacy Alliance group, the actual Facebook group. We're going to have this pinned to the top. And you're just going to go into the comment section and you're going to comment what you did for the day. If possible, if you could just do 1 entry per day, that way we don't have like so many, less comments.
I'm looking at things to do in Catch a Can if you don't do anything.
Oh, if you want to mute, okay. So if you can just do that for the day. So you're just gonna put what you did in. Again, you don't need a screenshot, nothing. This is an honor system. And then we're going to give you until the 29th to submit all entries. So I encourage you to just go in there daily, unless you want to do them all, by the 28th or the 29th, that's fine too. That's up to you. I just went over the prizes there, the raffles. Everyone can participate as a chance to be in the raffle. So first, second place, everybody does there. Winners will be announced by May 2nd, just because it is month end. So wanted to give some leeway there. And again, if your post, your story, your reel, your live is not sharing about product for Bravenly or the business, it doesn't count, guys. So this is just specifically on that. Honor system, super excited. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. If you guys do have questions, definitely pop them in the chat and I can kind of answer them as well. And we will get this up into the group. And then I would encourage you to share that that specific post into your chats, and you can share this as well. And back to you, Carly.
Awesome. You guys, I am so excited for this, and I know it's going to blow up our businesses. If you're confused, don't worry. All the instructions are going to be like in Legacy Alliance, the actual team page. We can answer your questions. Hey, Ricky, it's good to see you. So this is going to be huge and it's going to be fun. It's collaborative. So here's the thing, you guys, obviously the people with the most points, you go Facebook Live a few times, you put out a few reels, you're going to be rocking it, right? But even if you don't, and you're just here participating and having fun, you're still going to have a chance to be able to win one of the raffles. So you guys, let's do this. Let's come together. Let's create a lot of action and movement. Posting in the Be Brave group, the customer group, that's another way, you guys, like, let's blow that up. I think you're going to see a huge end of the month surge with your business with this. So Cassandra, thank you so much. I'm really excited. I'm doing it with you. I'm going to get all competitive. I don't think I can win, but I'm going to do it right alongside you guys. So somebody was saying who wants to do some dual live, sign me up. Let's do this, friends. So the cool thing is, and also just a little praise report. My husband was flying out of Dallas with the tornadoes and he just landed safely in Denver. So yay. I'm just super thankful about that. I had to throw that out there. But you guys, we're going to talk a little bit about some social media tips. And if you've got something where it's like, oh man, I want to share this, like, we're going to do this the best of our ability. We're here to help. We're here to work together. And so we want you all to rock this. So Kristen Lopez, I see you first. You guys keep them at 2 minutes. We're going to keep this Zoom definitely under an hour today because it's nighttime. We all got kids running around or spouses or we haven't eaten dinner, whatever. So anyway, Kristen, go ahead and take it away.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me good? Thumbs up? Yeah. Perfect. So I am super happy to be here with all of my favorite people. So let's talk a little bit about social media. And I think hey, Ricky, I think what Carly said today too, and she shared, one of the biggest industry leader did a reel. And you guys, I am a testament to that as well. I've been in this industry 8 years and I have never had the success that I'm having here. So a lot of people are like, well, what are you doing? You guys, I said this to Carly today. I am shit passionate about this company. Like I really am, about the products, about the opportunity. And I think that shows up. It doesn't matter what kind of live or what you're doing. I'm laughing because everybody's laughing at me. But you need to show up just with that passion. And if you have that passion, and you guys, I don't have that passion every day. And there's some hard days because life happens. And sometimes life can be shitty behind the scenes, but business can be really great. So you can just show up and be yourself and show the good and the bad and just be like, think about it this way, treat people how you want to be treated and show up how you would want someone to show up. Not that you don't want them going on and just selling you something, like you need to talk to them like they're people and you just need to be consistent. Go on there every day and just talk about something. I talked about my grandpa today because was heavy on my heart. You know what I mean? Like you just show up with that passion and people are going to see that. And then guess what, you guys, some of the girls on my team that are on this call right now will tell you, they just saw me getting on the Facebook every single day. They had no idea what the heck I was doing. And then they started coming to me because of what I was showing every day, like my attitude, my personality. Just go show that. And I just think you guys need to remember that everybody's human beings and we don't want to be sold to. We don't want to be a transaction. We just want to have that transformational conversation and everything. So just know that, you guys, and honestly, just treat people how you want to be treated. And don't get sad if it's one person on your live or 1,000 people, because one person could hear what you need to be saying in that moment. And that one person could be your next vice president. So just show up with passion, guys. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, it's so good. So obviously this girl has crazy energy. That's magnetic. We can post saying, I'm so happy, but if we don't have that passion behind it, people can feel that, right? And sometimes like, where's passion come from? Sometimes it's because you just feel so good about the way the product made you feel, or you had a win. When you're feeling that, seize that opportunity and create the content right then, right? Sometimes my best posts come when I'm pissed off the industry, when I'm pissed off at the way that people are treating others. Or, so I can create some fire posts and people can feel that. Now we don't get real negative, right? We don't do that. But there are times when it's like, let's just seize those emotions because those emotions come out. And yeah, definitely grab those. And if you're not feeling it, how do you get passionate? You get close to the fire, rock stars, you're on the Zoom. So I don't have to, I don't actually have to like say, oh, you should be doing it because you're doing it. So proud of each and every one of you. All right, so who's next? I know we have a few other people that have some nuggets to share about social media. If you have one at the tip of your tongue, you can raise your hand or unmute. Glenn, I see that hand. I feel like I'm in a sermon. I see that hand.
All right, let me try to keep it under 2 minutes, guys. First thing I want to talk about is the algorithm. A lot of people don't understand like how much the algorithm plays into social media. Guys, before you do like a really good post, please don't just post. Like what I do before I post is I go like either message about 10 to 20 people. It doesn't have to be about Brady, like, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Whatever. Or I go to my list and then I'll go comment on my prospects' social media pages, or I might go comment on their stories. But before you make a post, if you're messaging people, then those are going to be the people that see your post. So if you guys aren't talking to anybody in your inbox and you're not commenting on other people's pages, nobody will see your post. Another thing, guys, is you can post too much in a day. If you post back to back to like an hour apart, 2 hours apart, it's like, when magnets go together, then they push each other away, like they just cancel each other out. That's the same way with your post. I would only be posting 1 to 2 times a day, because maybe you do a really good post and then you put a crappy post by it. Nobody's going to see that other post. So definitely think about that with the algorithm. If you're doing your daily method of operations every day and doing your income producing activities of messaging people, following up, commenting, everybody's always going to see your post. Okay. So post 1 to 2 times a day. I personally say post in the morning between like 8 and noon. If you post between 1 and 5, like everybody's at work and not many people's going to see it. Most of you don't know you have between 20 and 30 minutes for somebody to comment on it. If nobody comments on your post, it's going to get shoved down in the algorithm. So another time to post would be, for me, I say between 5:30 and 8 p.m. If you do after and nobody's on, nobody's going to see your post. It's going to get pushed to the side. So there are best times to post. Stories, guys, be consistent posting in your stories, but don't make it all Bravenly. Like mix it up. If all you do is post Bravenly products, people are just going to go to the next thing. Like today I did some stuff where I picked strawberries from my garden. Just mix it up a little bit, post something funny in there. It's the same way as far as like your stories go, guys. Your background photo, like I have a picture of me and my wife, and it's like something funny with me and my wife. Like, you know, make sure it's eye-catching somewhere where you're traveling. Maybe it's of your family. Your background, your profile picture, make sure it's of you smiling. It's not a picture of golds. It's not like a picture of your cat. When people are scrolling through, they're buying you. So make sure that there's a picture of your beautiful face on there smiling, right? Also, guys, when you're posting on social media, again, like people are buying you, so a picture of you holding your product, or you like, and then telling a story about Bravenly or about your product will get you the most people, right? So if you're just posting a picture and it has all the ingredients and the facts about Rush Extreme, next, they're just going to go to the next thing. They're not even going to look at your page. So make sure it's a picture of you telling a story. You know, just like Kristen said, you know, talk to people and be authentic. Like I don't just send scripts. Like I like to have conversations with people. I ask them about themselves. I like to provide free value. Like, you know, I connect with other network marketers, guys, and I'll give them, like, if their business is stuck, I give them free tips on how to boost their business in their own company. And I've had people come join my business later. So I'm always doing that, building relationships. And so I don't want to go too long on here, guys, but those are my short tips on social media. Obviously go live. Dual lives are a big thing right now. Get your face out there, like do it scared. Lisa McAllister and Randy Paul, they've been doing lives like crazy, and they're getting a lot more, people on there. So that's it. I know I'm short for time, so I'll turn back over to you, Carly.
So it's awesome, Glenn. Those are all fantastic nuggets. Love, the going live, you guys. It seems to be working again. Remember, we went through like a dry spell, but I think lives are doing the thing again. Glenn, those were brilliant. So all of those things are going to work, especially if you've worked really hard to create a very great post and you're like, I need eyes on this. You know, those ones where you're like, this is dang good. If you ever posted something that's brilliant, you stick it up there and it just falls flat. Take the extra time to do the algorithm work. However, don't get stuck there. I just saw Brittany Mayberry post something in there and she's true. Don't get hung up on that either. Because guess what? If you get in that analysis paralysis, have I talked to enough people? Have I done this? Have I done that? Have I primed the algorithms? And you don't post, you missed it. Some of my most lucrative posts have gotten very crappy algorithm results, but the right person saw it. So imperfect action is always better than no action. So if you're just like, I only have time to slop this up, it's not going to be perfect, and I cannot prime my algorithms, do it anyway. Get it up there because somebody's going to see it. Okay, guys? So Glenn, thank you so much.
And one thing I wanted to add on that, guys, don't just comment on Bravenly people's posts, because those will be the only people to see your post. So please make sure that you're commenting on your prospect stuff, because if not, you're just going to see Bravenly people's stuff. So I forgot to say that. Yeah,
good point. So true. We get stuck in the circle of just us. I like us, but we need to grab more of us. So, all right. Who else has some nuggets that they want to give? Yeah, if I can't see your hand, just unmute. I know.
I do. I will.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll be really quick. So my story views, I noticed, were like going down a lot. And I took off the creator. I don't know if you guys use the creator, but I took that off and now my story views are going up. So that's one thing. So just go, I don't know what they do, but I feel like they push them down because they think you're selling them something. Number two is story dumping. If you guys are just posting sporadically throughout the day, remember where it used to be like post at 8 a.m. Stories, not posts. Post at 8 a.m., at 10 a.m., at 12, throughout the day. And what happens is, and you guys might have heard me say this before, but when I go, like if I went to Carly's story and she posted, she posted a third story, I already saw her first two, it's gonna take me back to the beginning, which is a silly feature, but that's just the way it works. So I'm gonna go, oh yeah, I already saw Carly's stories today, so I actually don't see the rest of them. So you're better off story dumping and do them all at once. And then more people will watch the majority of them. So that's like tip number two. Tip number three, what I found is have a clickable story for your first one. Have a clickable story. People like to see you. So if you're on video, if you're doing a selfie, if you're doing a gym selfie, if you're doing I don't care what it is, something that's not like an image, something that's not product, something like that. I also find even if you do like a boomerang on Instagram, I connect my Instagram to Facebook, but if you do some sort of a video, they push it out more in the algorithm. So story dumping, start with that. And then another thing is, I have to say this, I see a lot of people doing this. If you guys are using polls on Instagram and connecting it to Facebook, they do not work on Facebook. You have to, it's annoying. I don't know why they changed this. You have to not allow it connect or end up deleting it, that one on Facebook, and then manually upload it and upload it with a Facebook poll, or you're wasting your time because your people are clicking and it doesn't work. That's all I have.
Okay, but that was so good. That was so good. I'm going to do the story dumping. That's not something that I do, but I have to agree. I turned off creator mode, and within a couple of weeks, my stories have shot up over double to what they were on creator mode. And then the other thing is that, like she said, you want something eye-catching. I'm just going to reiterate this because it's big. If I put something where I'm talking to my audience in my stories, I will always get way more than if it's more of a still or if it's just a picture of a product. But if it's me talking, I don't know if they just push it out or it grabs people's attention, but it works. So thank you, Cass. That was wonderful. All right. Does anybody else have any other tips? I saw Siobhan's camera come on for a second. And are you guys jealous that we still have sunlight here because we're on the West Coast? Just saying, did you see her sunny picture? I don't know if she hears me. Oh, there she is. Hey.
Hey, we're at baseball.
Okay. Do you want to share any tips for next time?
I mean, nothing new that anyone else has said. It's the consistency and the showing up. Like people ask me, like, how do I hit my sales every month? And it's because people see me posting my product, and I stayed consistent with that business over business. So when I changed and I started using something else, that trust was built. So people are waiting for us to stop so that they don't have to buy, right? But the second you don't stop and you keep showing up and you keep just that resiliency, it's going to happen. People are going to start reaching out to you more often than you have to reach out to them just by staying consistent. That's really the only, everyone else said everything else. We just have to do it. Even me, I need to be consistent. Like even leaders, like we fall short sometimes too. We can find the consistency, it will grow. Things will be great. So that's it. But yeah, sorry, I was late. We're playing baseball. This is crazy time for me right now.
It's mom life. I get it. I get it. We're all going to be in the same boat at some point. And I love that. Yeah. Consistency. Siobhan is really great about consistently mixing her balance. And you know what? It works. I always joke that it's like Instagram showed me Colon Bloom like 7,000 times before finally I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go check it out. Guess what? Bravenly Balanced is a million times better, but Instagram finally broke me down because they were consistent. So I love that, Siobhan. And it doesn't hurt that she's doing it with her 6-pack abs. So I'm like, I want what Siobhan has. Just going to say. So also California, I see some Californias represented. We got Brittany, we've got Bree, we got Siobhan, Diana's on the West Coast with me. We need an event out here. Okay, just had to be said. All right, moving on. Anyone else have something that they want to add? Any tips?
Hey, I got 2 tips I forgot to say a while ago. It'll only take 1 second. So guys, whenever somebody comments on your post, make sure to comment back on their post. Like Facebook they recognize conversation. So if you have like 10 people comment on yours and you don't comment back, imagine if you responded to all those. Now you have 20 comments on your post instead of 10. So you're definitely going to be pushed up in the algorithm. And Facebook doesn't really recognize likes. If you just like all their comments, like that's no good. Engage a conversation, ask them a question, dude. If you had somebody and y'all just went off on a tangent on a conversation on your post, like a whole bunch of people is going to see that. Share other people's wins. If you guys haven't looked at the Boards app, you can go in there and there's tons of before and after pictures that you can get and post in your stories. If you're brand new and you don't have anybody that's at a club yet or like one yet, like grab some from our team, share those in your stories. Like people want to team up with winners. So don't be scared to share other people's stories. And if you want to ask them if you can share it, I would definitely do that. And just like Siobhan said, it's all about consistency. If you guys post for a month and then we don't see anything on your social media for a month and then you post again, like your social media knows that and people aren't going to take you seriously. So just not only mixing up your balance and stuff in your stories, but just be consistent. It doesn't have to always be Bravenly, but let people know you have a pulse and you're still doing Bravenly. That's it.
I wasn't even muted. I love it. I think it's awesome. And yes, I think that being consistent, I kind of got out of the habit with posting because I wasn't allowed to for a while. And it makes a really big difference, you guys. And being cryptic doesn't work. I need to put that out there. You guys think it's like, do you want to guess if I'm selling something? Is this really a business that I have or not? You know, no, I had to do that for a couple of months. My business was not as lucrative as when I was like, yeah, this is what I got. This is why I'm so proud. Yeah, it's really cringy. Like there are so many different things that we can do that can share our business in a way that people are attracted to us and be open and honest and not secretive. So definitely, you guys, be blunt. Let people know you're open for business. I don't think any of us want to guess anymore. This whole like guessing network marketing thing is done. So I love everything. These are amazing tips, you guys. If you guys find stuff that attracts you, screenshot it, recreate it. Don't recreate it exactly. Don't do the word for word thing, guys, but take it and make it your own. I am a content hoarder. If you were to look at my phone at the screenshots, you would be horrified. But there's so many in there that are just like, this is so great. So if ever I need an idea, some inspiration, I can go to Cass is like, me too. We have issues, but you can literally go into my phone and there's boom, 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 like pictures that I love. There are absolutely like, you know, like posts that are amazing. And I can take those and I can just twist them with my own words, my own story, and I can put those out there. So I'm never completely void of content. There's always options for me out there. I just need to organize them because I know it's a mess. So does anyone else have any other tips they want to give? Any last minute thoughts, anything they want to add before we do our drawing?
I have one thing, and I don't know if it was said before, but if it was, it needs to be repeated again. You guys, do not copy and paste someone's post. And I'm reiterating what Carly is saying too. Don't do it. I feel like I'm gonna start calling people out if I see it. I'm just being real. Don't copy and paste. Somebody post something that you like and you love it, save it and post it on another day. Don't even post it the same day. Like Carly said, save it for later. But you guys do not copy paste. I swear you're gonna get a message from me in your inbox being like, don't do it. It's not a good look for anyone. And so that's all. I just had to say that. That was just a mama moment for everyone. Do not copy paste.
We gotta love people through it. When they do it, we just have to be like, okay, you know, it's flattery, but at the same time, it's not good for your algorithms or the person who created it. Yay,
No,
just
because it won't show either. It won't show either of your posts. It like breaks down the person who you took it from. So just think about that when you're wanting to use it.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's it.
So yay for Brittany making it home, Jessica making it home safe. And then Brittany, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. She is incredible on social media and she said that she has a tip to share. So I'm gonna hand it over to her.
Hi, sorry, I just wanted to chime in for anybody that doesn't know me. My name's Brittany. Nice to meet you all. I just wanted to chime in real quick on stories, talking into your camera. I actually learned it from my fitness trainer who does solely virtual fitness training. She has a no replay rule on herself that I have adapted because in network marketing, I don't know about any of you, but I have like re-recorded stories about talking about like the product or what I'm talking about or some story that I'm telling of like that organically happened, but I just like look weird or whatever. I don't know what it is. I just mess up or my dog gets in the way or my kid or something. And I'm just like re-recording. And like all of a sudden something that would have taken no time to share with the world just took like 45 minutes. And then sometimes you just get so frustrated you don't even post your story. You're like, never mind, I'm over it. And it just doesn't happen. So one rule that I've adopted that has totally helped me and actually people really appreciate it is, unless it's something extremely embarrassing, I guess, I don't know, but most of the time that doesn't happen, but it's just like a no save and do like no redo video. So if you're talking into your camera and your husband comes in and interrupts you, or your kid's like, Mom, I have to go bathroom. You're like, okay, go bathroom. Like, and you just share it. Just share it because people really like the authentic side of you. And one, you don't have all the time in the world to sit there and just keep re-recording. And then you're going to start to build this like almost anxiety towards like, do I have the time? Is my house quiet? Am I in my car? Is everything nice? Like I worked out, like I look horrible right now. The old me would have never got on camera, but I'm just like, this is real life. Like nobody looks perfect 24/7. No one has a perfect house 24/7. No one has a quiet house. And I jive with people when I see through their stories and they're selling a product. If they're like, okay, my house is crazy, but I have a rule, like I don't re-record, like this is my life, this is who I am. I don't know. It's just something that has really helped me with my time management and also sharing like who you truly are. And like it puts a smile on people's faces when they're watching you and you're like random chaotic life or something. And it's also a really easy way for you to start a conversation with a new person because they'll be like, oh my gosh, girl, that happened to me the other day. I'm so glad I'm not alone. And then boom, icebreaker over. And you shared your darn story and you can move on with your day. And and you're authentic, which everyone wants right now. So that's all I wanted to chime in on.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. First off, I feel personally attacked by that. I think a lot of us are like, me too. But at the same time, it's so true and it's so good. And it is those real raw moments when, you're doing something and a kid comes running in and is a little disaster. It's like, oh, I like her. She gets my life. So I think that it's an incredible tip. And I think we should do that. It's going to be hard, but I think we should do it for sure because it is. I don't like perfect people. I like people I can relate to. And so who's going to do that this week when we're doing our challenge? Let's go something horrific, like, I don't know, like kid walks in naked. Obviously we can't do that, but otherwise we're going to do it. No replay rule. We're adapting that. Okay. Love that. Thank you, friend. Stacey Joe, I'm just going to tell you, your results are amazing. I just have to say that I just saw them. And so congratulations, friend. If you guys have not seen her results, I think they're in the customer testimony group, but you guys have got to check them out. She's rock star. Timothy, my husband, I see his face. You want to say hi real quick?
How's it going?
Hey.
Hey.
So I can't really hear you, but
I know. It's because I'm in a bar in an airport.
Okay. All right. He's in a bar at an airport. Anyway, so he's in a layover in Denver, but we're so excited. On Tuesday, you guys, our next coffee chat is going to be in the morning. I know it's trickier for some, but if you can pop in, we're going to be doing, that's every other one is going to be regularly scheduled time. And I'm excited because we're going to have Tim get on there. We're going to have Kristen Manassan and anyone else who was at the Dallas event. I want you on that call because we want to hear all about it. So we're going to have him share. I have decided, I was the girl that hated events. I don't know if you guys saw my stories, but I'm like, not going to do them. I'm social media only because in reality, I'm a hot mess. But like the event went so well. They thought they were going to get 20 to 30 people, had well over 100, standing room only. So many lives were touched. People were fired up. And so now I am convinced that they're good. Like I said, we're doing a California event. Brianna, you can come. Anyone can come. I'm just saying, like, we're going to do it. I think it's going to be so fun. And I know we're going to have one in Seattle and there's going to be one in Houston in July, you guys, at Ricky's house. Anyone who can come to that, I'm going to be there with my kids. So if you want to meet my kids, that'll be fun. So anyway, yes, Seattle, let's go. So what time is it here? So we're getting close to done, but if anyone has any last minute thoughts, Anything they want to add? Like, this call is for you, and we had a great turnout. We had 50 plus people total, so that's awesome. Randy, I see your hand.
Just real quick, I want to touch on three things. Sip and Serve that Glenn came in and did for us, and Saban and Andrew did, was a huge success. Started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The last person didn't leave till 11 o'clock at night, and they were still talking about Bravenly when they left. It catapulted us to the 2000 club a week earlier than we made it last month. We were able to go to Dallas on Tuesday and plug in up there, and it was awesome. And I will save that for later, for the next coffee chat. But what Lisa McAllister and I and Jennifer Paul are doing every Thursday has gotten us more and more recognition from our inner circle, calling us and asking us what we're doing, and they're able to plug in. So anything that you guys can do on live or reels, I really think it'll help you, because it's helped us greatly, and I've never done network marketing before. Thank you. I'm out. Love y'all.
That's awesome. Congratulations on doing that. And I thought I couldn't hear Tim or you, Randy, and I realized I had my phone was on mute. So that's that. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, that was awesome. I'm excited to hear about that again on Tuesday. We're going to talk a little bit more about events and things like that. And even for people like me who are like diehard social media only, I feel like there's ways that we can branch out a little bit, right? So, all right. Anyone else? Shelly.
Hey, okay, so I was at the Dallas event too, and it was really great. My mom and my niece were there. My mom and niece got to meet Aspen, so that was great. So anyway, and I think my niece might join. I think she's thinking about it. Anyway, I think she's very interested after going to that meeting. But anyway, I went live today. I don't like to go live. Well, I mean, I'm still scared to go live, put it that way. So I think when it comes to going live and doing reels, doing videos, you just have to do it. You get used to it if you just do it. So that's my tip on that. Just find something that you don't mind talking about, because it makes it a little bit easier to just do it the first time, get it over with and done with, whether it's Bravenly or something else, you know, your job, whatever it is that you love to talk about. But just find ways of going live, because it'll get easier. It'll get a little bit better each time, but that's my tip. So
that's an awesome tip. And you guys, one live that I did when I was afraid is I did an unboxing of candles that I ordered from Bath and Body Works, which I don't even order them anymore because they're toxic, but maybe in the holidays I might crack. But I did it, and I just opened up each candle, I sniffed it on camera, and I explained what it smelled like. And you know what? It got so much traction. So if that's what you have to do to break through, that's really easy. You know, unbox something and share it, talk about it. And maybe that's not Bravenly related, but the truth is, you guys, it's going to help you get that flex going where you're like, okay, I got this. I'm getting stronger, right? Sourdough disaster. Yeah, I can imagine. Tim, I cut you off earlier because I didn't think we could hear you, but it was me, not you. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
We can wait till Tuesday.
All right, we'll wait till Tuesday. Heather Fridge, I'm so glad to see your face. Do you have anything you want to add in here? Just calling you because I love you and I miss you.
I know, I miss you. Look, this is my life right here. This is not even all of them. I'm missing almost half of them. I think the biggest thing for me, I mean, oh my gosh, all of this is so, like, it's just so good tips. And whenever y'all were messaging in the group chat about doing this, like, I really just felt like, okay, like I can do this, because I get overwhelmed with social media. Like, I'm opposite of most of you people in here. Like, I'd rather do an in-person event. I'd rather go to my neighbor down the street and talk to them and like have face-to-face conversations. And so I struggle with social media a lot. Most of my business on social media happens behind the scenes. And so if you go to my profile, I have a lot of people that are tagging me, but I'm just not great at creating content. I get so stressed out about it. It's almost like I'm like I overthink about it. I re-record. Like, that was such great advice, because I after re-recording, then I'm like, I might as well not even post it. And then of course, right, kids, and it's almost like you try to pretend you have to create this perfect space. So I just get so overwhelmed with it. But I was really excited. Let me turn that down a little bit. I was really excited just that I feel like I can do stuff, and I feel like our team, people like to do things together. And so when we do a partnership like this and a challenge, I just feel like people, it just gives them a little bit more energy just to show up. And so I'm excited to jump into that. One of the things Brittany said, I think on a call this couple days ago, that I really loved is, whether you're having an in-person event, whether you had a conversation with someone behind the scenes, or maybe you've given a sample or something like that, when you're asking for like a referral and you're asking them to post on their social media, you're opening to a whole nother network. And so I know a lot of, social media gurus, they utilize other people's platforms. It's not just their own algorithm. And so when you can pull in maybe your brand new customer, or your brand new brand partner, and tapping into their social media platform, I think it just drives so much more into your business. And so tons of great tips from all of y'all. I mean, I'm always learning, and I love that we get to do this together. And I'm going to show up because I'm excited to do it with y'all. So that's all I got for you. But I do love you, Carly, and I miss you, and I can't wait to see your face very soon. And a lot of you on this call, I'll get to see you very soon.
I'm so excited. And yeah, I know, I think that, and see, the thing is, like, I'm just going to call Heather out. Heather is really good at social media, yet she's in her head about it. And everything she posts is so good. So I think anybody who looks at it would be like, really? You struggle? No one would think that, friend. She's like really good at it. So I think this challenge is going to be fun for all of us. Yeah, I know. Cassandra's like, you fooled me, Heather. You're good. You're really good. But, one thing that I hear from a lot of people too, and I just have to, state this, it's like, okay, I can't do this right now because, my kids are going to be awake. They're not going to be napping, or there's this or there's that. And I just like, it's okay to have screaming kids in the background. If I didn't build my business with screaming kids in the background, I would have no business. So I love that she's there with her babies in the bed, and so I think that just shows all of you guys can do it. You can unmute with your kids there right after the gym. Or, by the way, Brittany, you look gorgeous. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying, like, we don't have to show up as perfect. And so, I just love the raw transparency of she's sitting there with her babies on the side, and that's the reality. That's how I've had to build, right? Another tip real quick, and I got this from Brittany Beck, right? Brittany Beck actually gave this tip. I was on a Zoom with her yesterday about growing in social media. And you know what? She had said that you can get on like Instagram and you can find not the big influencer, but if you find the person who literally has less than 10,000 followers, they've got, say, anywhere between like 4 to 8, 3 to 9, somewhere in there, 1,000. And you can reach out to them because they're not getting the deals. They don't have the people who are like, oh, would you like to, they're not having people reach out to them, offering to give them something for free. So you literally can reach out to these influencers, especially if you had a few conversations with them, and you can say, hey, if I send you a few servings of our, Rush Extreme, would you be willing to post it? Would you be willing to share that? You're giving them something for free. And that's a great way to get your link out there. And of course, maybe they'll get a whole bunch of people interested, and they'll want to join and sign up. But if not, that's plugging into their network. So I think that that's just a really cool thing that we can do. And it came from Brittany, so it's got to work, right? So anyway, okay, last call. Anyone? Oh, Diana has her hand up. Go ahead, friend.
You just like sparked something in my mind when you were talking about that. And I think it was Tony Robbins who originally said the thing about like making yourself visible to people who might not like know who you are. So before you go and reach out to that like influencer or like pre-influencer, show up on their stories, like, heart their stuff, comment on their stories, like their post, and like you'll show up and you'll be on their mind. So like when people see your name over and over again, they can kind of build a little bit of trust from you. And then it's not as big of an ask when you say, hey, can I send you this? And will you post about it?
Yeah, that's awesome. It's all about relationships, right? It's all about relationships. I have loved hanging out with you guys tonight. We had a wonderful turnout. I think you're all fantastic, and just know this is your call. So as we do these, like, come with something to share, right? Sometimes we'll have a topic like tonight. Other times we're not. We're just going to hang out. Sometimes we might just grab, I don't know, a cup of drift and just watch each other get loopy before we go to bed, right? So no, the reality is, though, this is a family, you guys, and we're so excited and honored to be working with all of you. And I love you to pieces. So let's do this challenge in a really, really big way. Thank you again, Cassandra. You are amazing, and we appreciate you so much. All right. Love you guys. Good night.